let's talk poison in this week's Low Life Scum Award.
You low-life scum.
So we're chasing the sun, pardon the mixture of backdrops. So poison, and not the band, is probably something that we can all agree shouldn't be in our food. Come to think of it, I actually wouldn't want the band in my food either, but that's a different story. GMOs, genetically modified organisms, have been a hot topic in recent years, if for no other reason because of the immensely dickish and secretive behavior of the companies that create and sell them. The most infamous of these is Monsanto. If you were alive in the 60s and that sounds familiar, well, it's because Monsanto is the same company that created Agent Orange, the herbicide responsible for the homicidal havoc in Vietnam still being felt today, not least of all by the children born disfigured and handicapped due to Agent Orange exposure. So yeah, that same company is creating GMO seeds and crops and selling them covertly at your local grocery store. Awesome, isn't it? Now, regardless of where you stand on this issue, two things are undebatable. One, research on the effects of these crops and seeds, both on people and planet, are lacking. And the research that we do have is either classified, performed by the companies themselves, or both. Conflict of interest much? And secondly, it's just our right as consumers to know what the hell we're consuming. 64 other countries either require labeling or have banned GMOs outright. So what's the deal with the US? Fuck if I ask myself that question every day. Well, put simply, money. GMO lobbyists don't want us to know what we're eating. In 2014 alone, $63.6 million were spent to fight GMO labeling laws. And the fact that these GMO companies have fought so vehemently against labeling seems to suggest that they have something to hide, particularly when you pair that with biased and classified research. The most recent obstruction to our right to know came with the House Resolution 1599, aka the DARK Act. What this bill proposes to do is make it illegal for states to require GMO labeling. It would negate the ability of the Food and Drug Administration to create a national GMO labeling standard and specifically allow for the labeling of products as natural, even when containing GMOs. But perhaps the most disturbing part of the bill is the fact that it would make it illegal for counties and states to place any restrictions on the planting of GMO crops. Yep, state sovereignty, go fuck yourself. Want to know what you're eating? Shut up and open wide. And the DARK Act wouldn't just stop new labeling initiatives. It would overturn over 130 local laws in 43 states, plus the hard-won victories in Vermont, Maine, and Connecticut. Last Thursday, the DARK Act came to a vote on the House floor, and it won. Yep. Big Ag held their sway and got their way. Now it'll move on to the Senate, and with that collection of paid-off pieces of shit, I expect a similar performance. However, all is not lost. While it is important to keep the pressure on our senators to keep this down, it is also important to let your members of Congress know what you think of them. You might not matter to Congress, but money does. And money likes darkness, so shine a light on that shit. Yep, I'm talking public shaming. All you twisted parents that are now, for some reason, into putting up videos of you shaming your kids on YouTube, why don't you just shift that trolling asshole behavior to some people that really deserve it? Your members of Congress. Here's the gist. Organize a public shaming event where you get a group of people together, perform some sort of street theater, or even just a theatrical speech reading out these crimes against the people, aka taking money from GMO companies. Then deliver that letter with the full group to the member of Congress's offices, and call your local media and tell them what you're up to and have them come out. Get a video, throw it up on social media. Our friends over at Backbone Campaign also have a little starter toolkit including a spineless citation to deliver to their offices. Get the message out. When you put profit over people, you're going to get shamed. Oh, and once you've shamed these corporate dick sticks, be sure to let us know and we will gladly feature it on our show.